Repetition builds reputation. This is a conclusion that I have come to based on my own strain of ideas and personal beliefs as to why certain people have a higher reputation than others and why they are a reputable person and deserve the amount of respect that they are given. Now, what do I mean by repetition builds reputation? I mean that the things, behaviours, actions and ideas that you repeatedly do as a person represent who you are and what you stand for. So the reason why this is the topic of discussion for today is because I think that it has an impact on every single decision that you make in your day-to-day life. Every decision that you make is accounted for in your reputation, and the things that you repeatedly choose to do, the repetitions that you choose to take, all account for your reputation and who you are, and they all amount for what you stand for. And by thinking with this repetition builds reputation mindset, it makes me think very carefully about the decisions that I choose to make, as I know that that is going to be accounted for in my reputation. If it's something that doesn't create you to be a highly reputable person, it will make me think twice about making that decision, because ultimately that decision will have an impact towards what I stand for and who that makes me become. Will it stain my reputation? It allows you to think deeper about others and how you view them based off of the things that they repeatedly do and what their reputation looks like. Does their repeated actions align with their reputation and who they are and what they stand for? And majority of the time, the answer will be a very strong yes, purely because actions, behaviours and ideas are so strong and strongly rooted that they will almost always tie to your reputation and who you are, because you decided to do that. You made the end decision. There is no outside force driving these behaviours, actions and ideas other than your own mind. So a lot of the time, those actions and repetitions will link very heavily to your reputation and who you are. And a high reputation just demands a high level of respect. So as a result, you just become someone that people can trust, sometimes even more than themselves. That is how important a high reputation is, because it makes people trust you more than they can trust themselves, because your reputation has been built off of constant repetitions of actions, behaviours and ideas that you constantly align. There is not a bad decision in between the good ones. You constantly make those decisions align to your reputation, and that takes a lot of willpower, understanding, analysing, and as a result makes people trust you more than they can even trust themselves. Makes you someone that people can come to. A high reputation makes you trustworthy, respectable. It not only does it show how much respect that you have from others, it shows how much respect that you have for yourself, that you can align these behaviours, actions and ideas to build such a high level, sturdy reputation. It has been the main thing running through my brain lately, and the main decisions that I decide to make and actions that I choose to pursue are based on this repetition builds reputation mentality, as everything is accounted for. You think about the actions that you make, does it align with your reputation and who you want to be, is the main thing that I think about before I make any decision at the moment. And as you should too, because if you have a reputation that you want to gain, that you want to pursue, that you don't already have a hold of, that is the number one mentality that you need to be moving forward with. Does this action make my reputation what I want it to be? Yes, pursue the action. No, cut it dead. because that is the only way that you are going to be able to build the reputation that you want, is by only pursuing the actions that stand for the reputation that you want to have, that you want to hold, that you want to be tied to. Personally, with me, and what I feel that everyone else I see around me is struggling with, is how to truly become the person that you want to be, that you can envision, that you can foresee. A lot of people are so stuck in the person who they are in the present moment, and that they think that that is who they're going to be forever. That is where they're stuck at, the mindset, the physical state. If people get so stuck and so fixated on who they are right now, that it just spoils anything that they try to pursue for the future. And the only way to get past that is to think with that repetition builds reputation mentality. You know, think about the person who you want to become. You can envision this person, what their actions are like, their behaviors, their thoughts, their ideas. If you can think what that person, that future you, those decisions that they make, and the decisions that you get on a day-to-day basis, take them accordingly. Think, the person that I want to become, what would they do? Not you right now, the person that you can see that you want to become, what decision would they make? How would they act? What would they say? What ideas do they think of? What behaviours do they pursue? And act accordingly. And if you can think like that and not be so fixated on who you are in this present moment, and sacrifice those things to become that future version of yourself, you will have a much easier time dealing with your day-to-day situations, and realising that the decisions that you make are for the future. You have to give up stuff now in the present moment for what you want later. You cannot have it all now. The sacrifices have to be made. It's not a case of trying to find a shortcut or an easy route, or trying to shorten it down to become that version of yourself. No, there is only one way, and you can only do it that one way. So you're only making it take longer by not sacrificing those things at this point in time, at this present moment. You have to make those sacrifices to become that person, that future version of yourself that you can see and envision so clearly. So that is how I feel that the repetition builds reputation mentality can help you get out of that present version of you that you're so stuck in, and help you project towards that future version of you that you can see, that best version of yourself that you can imagine. You know exactly what he does, you know exactly how he thinks, how he behaves, how he talks to other people, the reputation that he holds, everything about this person, and it doesn't even exist. But you can bring it to life if you just follow the repetition builds reputation mentality. Focus on the things that that future version of you would do, and you will get there in the end. You will. And learn to love the process of it. Learn to love, wow, I never used to do that, but that's who I want to become, and I've achieved that. Step by step, you will get there, and you will achieve that future version of you if you just keep doing those things, keep repeating, keep that repetitive mentality over and over and over again, no matter how you feel, and you will get there. So that is my thoughts on the repetition builds reputation, and how you can achieve the best version of yourself with that, by adopting that mentality. But that is all I have to say on that. Take with that what you will, apply it into your life. You know, coming on here, me saying these things, it's mainly just documentation for me to get my thoughts out. But if it can help anyone, or anyone's listening and thinks, oh, you know what, that's actually useful information, this guy kind of knows what he's talking about, then that is great. That is exactly what I want my videos to do. I want people to use me as a vessel of information, someone that you can relate to and gain information out of, and really just push this as hard as I can, because it is really what I believe in. It's what I love doing. It is my passion, and it will never die. So I might as well try my best at it. And if nothing happens, then nothing happens. It will still be my passion till the day I die. So that is it. Nothing more left to say. And I will see you in the next one. So until then, Keep lifting that weight. Keep that mind ticking. Keep that mentality burning. Keep that passion alive. See you in the next one.